Hey everyone, it's Lisa and today is Monday and I really had not planned on doing this video today, but I got an email that it's the last day or nearing the last day of a 25% off sale at MAC. Oh, I miss MAC. This is so nostalgic to me because when YouTube first got started and I first started, MAC was where it was at. And I still love MAC makeup. So I already had purchased many things to do a full MAC look. I used my MAC brushes from back in the day, and I used MAC Studio Fix and just MAC everything. I think the only thing I didn't use was brow gel. Now, some of these things I have used, like this, for instance, the Studio Fix Mattifying 12-hour Shine Control Primer. This, wow, this made me so matte, more matte than I wanted to be. Please excuse my nails. I want to go get them done today, so I didn't even worry about taking that off. Okay, I'm going to just put this on my nose, right where, you know, I'm always, and I might put it down a little bit more right here too. But I would not put this all over because I just don't think anybody wants to be that mad. I'm not even going to put it on my chin. The two foundations I thought about using today, both are the Studio Fix because that is my classic favorite, if I have to say, from MAC. I've got NC35 and NC38. So NC38 is much more olive toned. That's the NC38. NC35 is what I used to wear. You know what's going to look best is a mix of both of them. So let's see. Let's see what happens if I mix them. Yeah, I think that's going to be good. So I'm going to use my typical sponge and let's just see. Okay. I'm actually glad to do this because I would like to use this more in the summer. It's a good summer foundation. Okay, I'm just going to mix it on my hand a little bit. Sometimes I do this with the Estee Lauder, what is that, Shell Beige, and I know you can buy a pump. That's what I'm going to have to do. But sometimes I mix Tawny and Shell Beige like this. I'm just going to mix them together on my hand and then kind of place it. My foundation is, I think, my most important thing. You know, it's like if I have my skin and my bronzer and contour right, I can throw on some lips and I don't even really need eyes. I can go without it. So I like to make sure I get this, and I don't use a lot of concealer on a day-to-day basis. I probably use more. Here, let me move this over. I probably use more on videos just because it's just different. Everything shows different with these lights. I hear a lot of people saying that the lights make things better. I don't know. I would rather, if I had my choice, I would do natural light because I think it's more real, but you can't depend on it. That looks a little yellow, doesn't it? So maybe I should have gone with more of the NC35. But let's just see. I think we've got a lot more to do here with I've got lots of powders and stuff. And the concealer I grabbed, I don't think I've ever tried this, but it's a 24-hour Smooth Wear Concealer Studio Fix. So that is definitely going to brighten things up, isn't it? I'm not going to put too much of that on right now because I want to see what it does. I'm going to try to keep it up at first. I'm going to use some over my eyes. Yes, that helped. I'm gonna pull a little bit up there, and maybe just the slightest like dot there, and let's just do one dot there because this goes a long way. Yes, much better. Sorry, you can probably hear them pounding away next door. They're working on that's the last house around us being built. I mean, like directly around us. This guy moved in, they moved in, so we'll have them move in just a little while. Okay, yay, it all worked out. Now I have all kinds of powders here, and I'm a little hesitant to do this, but I see people do this all the time, so I'm going to use some of these Studio Fix powders to set my makeup. I've got NC35, which I will use all over. It's just a neutral tone. And then I've got the NC20 for under my eyes. I also brought out my MAC brushes. Some of these are probably not made anymore. These are oldies, like from my beginning YouTube days. So I'm trying to decide, do I want to use a brush? Or I think I'm going to go with what I like the most, and that's a damp sponge. So I'm going to dip the sponge in the powder. I'm going to make sure I don't have any creases, and use it like that. And I'm going to go down here. A lot of people like to use this powder because it has such good coverage. So, yay! No catastrophe so far. Now this is the Studio Fix NW25 powder. I also have the Studio Fix NC35. Let's do this one. Now I'm going to use, what brush is this? 129. Let's see what it does. Okay. I just basically want to get everything set. If you want extra coverage, like on a lighter coverage foundation, that is a good way to do it. Another way is with their Mineralized Skin Finish Natural. Now, all the ones I have are, like this is medium golden, are kind of like a bronzer to me. I also have the Ultimate Bronzer, which is Give Me Sun. This is such a good bronzer. And then remember from my kind of like shimmery bronzer video, this, which is the Gold Deposit. This is no joke, but if just use just a little bit sparingly, it really adds a lot. I think I'm just gonna go with the Give Me Sun bronzer. And let's see what brush, I haven't used these brushes in so long. This is the 138, remember this one? Okay, so I'm gonna get some on my brush and around my forehead. Start my contour and bronzer. So pretty. A little on my nose. And then the jawline. List down below your favorite MAC product, either from now or from a long, long time ago, like the Hello Kitty or Barbie days. I miss that so much. I'm going to do a little bit more on the tops of my cheeks. And then I'm going to do a little bit more around my big forehead. like that. And I've already put like a body bronzer on. Yes, okay, it's coming together, coming together. I'm gonna save this until later. I want to use a good blush. Now MAC blushes, whatever color you get, I think is gonna be a good blush. I think my first one was Prism. I had read that, what is her name? Meg Ryan used Prism. That is a really good one if you are a non-blush person. It's really a good one to use in your crease too. But I've probably had most of the, real popular ones, but I think one of the best ones is Peaches. So let's use Peaches today. It is a good, I believe it's sheer tone. So it's kind of matte, but not opaque matte. It's still really pretty. Pinky peach, nudie type tone. And I am going to use this 129. You know what? Remember when my favorite blush brush was the 116? Oh, look at the dust coming off of it. Okay, and this is what I would do. I would put both sides in there and then just pat on my cheeks. Like that. Beautiful. Oh my gosh. I'm so glad I did this because I'm going to incorporate a lot of this in my daily. Matter of fact, I'm going to set that out. Okay, let's do some lips. I have many MAC lip liners, many, and I go in and out of love with MAC lip liners. They're just wooden stick sharpened lip liners. They don't last forever. They do go into your lipstick, but if you know that, use it. Like if you know that Spice or Soar is going to change your lipstick a little bit, then just pick one that it will enhance. And so that's what I want to do. And I'm thinking the lipsticks I chose are Snob, which is a classic. Remember when this seemed so radical? This is a new one. I just bought it again. And it still is, but now there's so much, after Lime Crime, Jeffree Star, Urban Decay, all of those, kind of came out with ones even more shocking than that. This is a favorite. Kinda Sexy. Oh, it is just so good. I'm feeling kind of sexy today. Okay, this is a new one that I like, and it says, Can You Tell? And it's the Luster Glass. I don't know if it's a new one or just a new package, but it's really pretty too. It's just a little bit more pink than the Kinda Sexy. So those are some really good ones. And then, of course, I like Creme de Nude, Cream Cup, Myth is such a good one. It's like a tool. You can put Myth underneath another lipstick, if you have a peachy coral lipstick that just doesn't pop, it's kind of boring, put Myth underneath it and it will just change it. I'm going to do just a classic. I'm going to do, oh gosh, Spice. Yeah, Spice and Kinda Sexy, because that's something I feel really good about you getting. Now you don't have to put it on as heavily as I do, but I like I don't like a real exact, precise lip. I like one that's kind of worn in, and that's what this gives me. And then I also have this Dazzle Glass. Do they still make Baby Sparks? I need to look for that because that was my ultimate luster glass was Baby Sparks. This is Prancin' Dancin' Dazzle Glass, and I think it's a newer one. Let's put a little bit of this on. Oh my goodness, that just brings it to life. Okay, that is a good lip combo. And it's a everyday good nude. I remember, I think the first time I ever really paid much attention to Kinda Sexy is I heard that Yolanda Foster Hadid wore the Kinda Sexy in like one of the reunion shows, and that got me into it, and then I was in love. Let's go into a paint pot, soft ochre. I was a painterly girl for a while, but I think soft ochre works best for me. The secret is not putting on too much. I was looking for a dry beauty blender, but I'm just going to use the end of this. It's not too wet. And just put a little bit across my lids. Matter of fact, I don't even recommend using a brush or your fingers. I really recommend this because otherwise it gets really cakey. I have, you guys know, lots of MAC shadows. I think they're some of the best. I just think soft brown, wedge, Swiss chocolate, there's so many good ones. But if I had to tell everyone one color to get, it would be wedge. So I am going to use wedge today. And let's see if I can find a good, authentic, old 217. So let's do, now if wedge is too neutral for you, put a little bit of your bronzer in the crease first, and that will help you warm it up. But I like how wedge is. So I'm going to just, I forgot how beautiful wedge is. It's beautiful. It's just, I would say this is a good gift because everyone can use this. Even if you go on to do something crazy on your lids, which I have a little something crazy here, so maybe we will. And just follow your bone structure, what you want to do. And I bet I've got an old 219 here. I'm gonna do wedge underneath also. I kind of wish I would have done my eyebrows. I'm going to stop right now and do my eyebrows because that makes a big difference with me because see how they're going down? This is something new. I don't even know if I've used it. It is the Lingering Eyebrow Styler, and I don't know if I have a gel. So we'll just see. Let's see how we feel about it when we get there. So I'm going to brush them up, which is already helping. Okay, this is a good color. Okay, I couldn't stand it. I went downstairs and got out some other favorite MAC shadows. This one, now it comes in a small, but at this time it was a Pro Longwear. Now, it might still be that formula, but it's in a small one. They actually discontinued it and then they brought it back. It's Uninterrupted. It is a weird, here, Uninterrupted and wedge. So you can see it is that camel type color, and it's very impactful. I also brought up just my brow gel, just because, but I do like that brow pencil color. My brows are so weird. It's almost like they're already laminated. They lay down so flat, I have to lift them up. I think it's just that they're fine and long. Okay, good. Do I want to do liner first? I don't have a gel liner. My favorite MAC gel liner of all times was Blitz and Glitz. It was one of the first things I ever purchased from my first MAC makeover. And I've got this one, which is a Pro Longwear paint pot, and it's called Fabstract. And it is a dark, dark brown. This is the 211. That's thick, but I think I remember loving that. I've never been an angled eyeliner brush girl. I've always, let's just see. Cover my brush well, and I usually recommend like wiping it off on the lid. Okay. This is drier than a typical you know, gel liner, but still works. If you don't like wings, don't do wings, but you have to do what you like, what you feel good in. I like wings. I think I'm gonna bring this. The reason I come out maybe a little further than you would or another YouTuber is, see that bone right there? I'm trying to like push that back a little bit and make my eyes bigger and not as deep set. So when I pull that out, you know, my eyes just look bigger. And I know I'm wearing lashes and I'm getting ready to use some more shadow. And now let's go into this Uninterrupted with a, ooh, this is a good one, a 222, a long, thin brush, not as fat as a 217. And go right from that wing and then bring it in. Like that. See how this tone is really good. I see why they brought this back. I know Colleen Rothschild used to love this color too. We talked about it. That is so pretty. It's so pretty. Do I want to use any more? I want to kind of, yeah. Come a little bit in here. Then the ultimate inner corner highlight is this color. Mine got destroyed and it was already somewhat destroyed when I got it, and it's just gotten worse. I tried to use it. I need to press it, but I'm still going to use it today. It's nylon. Here, I'll swatch it for you. It is just beautiful. So I'm going to put a little bit of nylon at the very tip top. Then I'm just using like the dust. I need to just suck it up and buy another one probably. And I'm going to do this is almost like a Victoria's Secret inner highlight. They always did more bronzy eyes, but then a really strong inner highlight. Okay. Do I want to do that across my whole lid? I don't think I do. I have this paint pot. It's called Princess Cut. And let's swatch it because I about forgot. It's kind of like an iridescent. Let me just take my finger and just, yeah, dot that. I ordinarily probably wouldn't do all this, but I just want to show you. Oh, I got it too far. Some different products. Okay. I'm going to have to go back over this a little bit. Yeah. Like that. Do I need to put black down to cover my lashes? I don't think so. I think I can get away with this. And I have a little trial size, the micro brush of the MAC Stack. I have always used the big one. Okay. I am a little afraid because this brush, ooh, boy, this brush will stick you. I think the bigger one's worse though. So pretty. Okay, I like the micro. Okay. I don't think I need lashes. What do you think? I think this is going to do it. I think I can get away with just this today, especially because the liner is brown, so the wing isn't as harsh. I'm gonna just double up on my mascara and go with it. What do you think? I think that's a good daytime look. I'm just wearing flip-flops with my dress today. I kind of wanted like a little casual look anyway. Okay, now let's go in with just a little bit of this. This is what I was talking about. A little brush like this, no matter who it's by. This is a 137. Not sure if they even make it, but just get a little bit of a bronzer like this. And just warm it up. So summertime. I will probably have my hair back in the sunglasses whenever people see me today anyway. And I'm glad I looked over here. This is another thing I wanted to tell you about. I've kind of been saving these out to do a fragrance video, but this is the time. I actually just got this one because I just heard so much good about it. It is the Candy Yum Yum MAC fragrance, and I couldn't find it anywhere. And so I ordered it from MAC, and then it took like a month or something, and then I got it. But it's in stock now, I believe. Okay, this one, it's weird. I almost feel like I smell grapefruit in that, but it's like a floral, and it's more of your, okay, I'm gonna do it if you like. If you like Viva La Juicy, you will like this. If you liked the old school Ed Hardy fragrance, you will like this. If you like anything fruity and floral with a good base, you will like this. Turquoise. This one I think is their most popular. This is going to be your freshie. And here, that one has a better sprayer. I've worn this before. This is beachy, like aquatic, fresh. Here. It's just more of a citrusy or green, fresh fragrance. It's not like detergent fresh. It is just everyday fresh. That's a good one. This is your more sexy, ambery, just, I can't say gourmand. So good. They're all three good. I would, creme de nude, that's what this is. I don't know. They're all three very good. I will list them below. You read the notes. I have not worn these. I've worn Turquoise a long, long time ago, and I loved it. I remember it did not last a long, long time. I just have on that dress from H&M. I saw this also comes in pants, like palazzo pants, and I think that would look good too. And like I said, I'm just wearing flip-flops today, just because it is a just get her done type of day. I'm going to do a lot of laundry and stuff like that, so I'm just not feeling the heels today. And I will see you guys on Wednesday. Bye-bye.